friends, welcome back to the homestead. If you're new here, my name is Lynn. Thank you for dropping by. And we are standing in front of the garden because today I'm going to do a garden tour for the first garden tour of 2024, and things are really rocking in the garden. This is one of my favorite time of years, and I'm so happy to share it with you. We've been very busy the last couple of weeks. I've been busy planting. David's been helping me. He's been my muscle and also helping me weed. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of weeding done this past weekend. And I planted my last thing for now because I will be planting some more things in the summer, or in a couple of weeks rather, for succession to make sure I have some through the summer. Mainly snow pea pods, some more lettuce, some more yellow beans, green beans, things like that. But for now, everything is planted so I can kind of take a breath and share with you all what we have going on so far. Before we get to the garden build, I'm going to share with you the strawberry rhubarb lemonade recipe that I shared in a community tab, a picture of it a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to share right here how to make it. First, you put 4 cups of diced rhubarb. This could be fresh or frozen. I am using frozen here because I still had some in my freezer. A cup of organic cane sugar and about a cup of water. You're going to bring this to a boil, then lower the temperature and let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. As you can see here, I got it to a boil, so now I'm just going to let it simmer. And then we're going to strain out all the rhubarb. And then you'll just discard the cooked rhubarb. And then chill your rhubarb syrup for probably an hour or two. You want it good and chilled before you go on to the next step. Next step, you're going to need a blender, and we're going to pour our rhubarb syrup into the blender with 1 cup of, I used freshly, I shouldn't say it was freshly squeezed. This was frozen lemon juice that I froze back in January, and roughly a cup of strawberries. Again, these can be fresh or frozen. Mine were frozen, but I thawed them out and I also added the juice. And then you're going to blend these really good and well. And then you're going to add 3 cups of cold water and then blend it again to make sure everything is all incorporated. Pour a glass of this amazing lemonade and enjoy. You won't regret it. And it's delicious. I am telling you, it is literally summer in a glass. It's not only beautiful, it's really good. It gives you a different flavor than just strawberry lemonade. It's really, really good. And if you're like me, you've got a lot of rhubarb happening right now, and you can use fresh or frozen. I use frozen in that recipe. So, okay, who is ready to go see what's going on in the garden? I am. Let's go see what's going on. So first, I'm going to apologize because it's noisy. There's never a good time to do this. I'm hoping it's a little lot better than it would be maybe on the weekend. But before we even go into the garden build, I just want to say right here, I have zinnias planted here and here, and they are starting to pop up. There's nothing in these pots. Don't even know if anything will get putting in them this year. We'll see. I also have a beautiful, it's called fruit punch hibiscus growing here, and I also have one on my porch. And of course we have some beautiful hanging baskets of geraniums hanging up. I just love them. So let's go in there and see what's going on. So when you first walk in, this is my lettuce bed, and we definitely have some babies coming up. This is going to be my butter lettuce. I'm just looking here. Boston lettuce, it's our favorite. So in about another week or 2, I will be planting some more to make sure we have some through the summer, but it's coming up and I'm happy to see it coming up. So over here in this stacker pot, I'm going to zoom you in so hopefully you can see that. I have my nasturtiums growing, and in my mind I have a specific way of how I'm hoping this is going to look, so I'm really hoping it's going to do it. There's also some on the other side. I decided to plant them all in there this year, and I'm really, really excited to see them grow in there. Comfrey, both of them are doing amazing. As a matter of fact, this one right there was covered in bees when we were in here the other day. Covered. This is the best it's ever done. Last year was my first year for them. And yes, I put them in pots because one, it was really hard to find comfrey. And I bought these 2 pots. And when we move, I plan on taking the comfrey with me. So that's kind of why they're in pots. The other reason is I use the leaves to put in the garden to help the garden. But honestly, it would be better in soil because they really do help your soil be healthier. So just, if you have it, put it in your garden. So here we have our garlic going, and I believe these are the soft necks because I am not seeing any scapes on them yet. It is still a little early. I won't see scapes until the end of June, but I don't see like any evidence of them at all. And this is more garlic here. Once I harvest this in July, I think I'm going to put carrots in this one. I haven't decided 100% yet, but and then over here, I will probably plant some. I'm thinking about making this maybe some broccoli for the fall harvest, and maybe some more beans. Over in my big bucket there, I have yellow beans growing. I always grow beans. I've been growing beans in this bucket for several years now. They do great. I definitely have to get more planted sooner than later. That might be, like I said, I might be putting some beans in those big flower pots that I have out the front there. But so this is the bell pepper garden, and I'm not going to, I'm a little concerned. Some of them were not looking so great last night when David and I came out to water them. So I gave them a good feeding of fertilizer last night. And I gotta say, they already are looking perkier. So I think that was the problem. They needed some nutrients. So I just used a fish fertilizer and a liquid one. And it already, I can see a difference in them already today. So I will have to turn the sprinkler on here, but I'm gonna wait till after we're done filming before I do that. This bed, I have pickling cucumbers, and they are looking amazing. I mean, they've already tripled in size just since I planted them a couple of weeks ago. Over here is a, let me see, I wanna make sure I get the right name. It's a cherry tomato. This is the one we got from Richter Herbs. It's Candyland Red Tomato. This was the only tomato plant that I was going to grow this year, and that's just for snacking. But I had 2 plants given to me for free, and I just think there's a law that you're not supposed to turn down free plants, so I took them. So I am growing a couple of plants. Then over here, we have our yellow onions that are doing amazing. I am so happy with the way they are looking. And we have a little bit of celery that is also doing fabulous. It already looks bigger than it was just 2 weeks ago. So that's doing really well. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the pepper garden, this netting is for the snow peas that I planted this past weekend. I was late getting them because I couldn't find the seeds I wanted, and I finally found them. So hopefully we'll be seeing them growing up soon along here. And in this is just on one side, and then in about 2 weeks, I'm gonna plant another batch of them on the other side. Grace and I love them for snacking. Over here in my flower pots are my cutting sunflowers that I am growing for the first time this year. So in this one, we have snow white sunflowers. I've never seen the white. I've never grown the white ones. I'm so excited. Here are orange cut sunflowers, and up there is a reddish color cut sunflower. I am so excited to be growing cut sunflowers this year, like you all have no idea. Over here, there are the free tomato plants. Thank you, Tiana, that Tiana gave to me, and they're doing amazing. So I am growing 2 tomato plants this year. And then that is my purple onion. I call them purple. They're called red. To me, they're purple. We have some purple onion in there. I am seeing a few new weeds, so I guess I got to get weeding again. Just realized I was still zoomed in from earlier, so hopefully that's all going to come out all right. This is a new shelf David put up for me, and it's where I'm growing more herbs. So in this one, we have some gorgeous oregano growing, some more basil, sweet basil. This is Thai basil, some more sweet basil, more sweet basil, and in this little pot here, who needs water, you can just see the beginnings of, let's see if I hope you can see them because it's so sunny out here, I can't see anything. Lemon basil. I have lots of basil growing this year. We use a lot of basil, and my goal is to grow enough basil and oregano for the whole year this year. I got to about 7 months worth last year, so I quadrupled, I think, all the basil and oregano I am growing. So fingers crossed that will be enough. And I've already started. If you've been watching any of my shorts, I've been busy dehydrating many of the things that are already coming out of the garden, or things that were in my freezer, or some deals I found at the store. So make sure you check out shorts. I've been very busy dehydrating and just sharing those as shorts on the channel. Very, very busy. I've got garlic scapes from last summer in my dehydrator right now. And then I want to show you my deal I got this weekend. So I got a new chair for sitting in the garden and having a cup of tea at a yard sale for $5. It's really comfy. And then on Amazon, I picked up this for $10. I have to cut a slit in the fabric here, so this will fit on better. But this is just so when I want to come out and not get, you know, burnt to a crisp from the sun, to get a little shade and I can enjoy my garden. So that is the major garden build. I forgot, on the outside of the garden, I do have four delicata squashes that I'm hoping are going to grow up. Let me see if I can come over here. That we're gonna hopefully grow up over the awning we made out of cattle panels a couple years ago that were supposed to be for my loofah that didn't do so well. So they're over there, they're doing great. I grew delicata squash a few years ago. It's pretty easy to grow and it's fast growing, and it's got a nice flavor. So we're growing those. Okay, now it's on to the herb garden build, which you all have not seen since we finished it. And just a quick note, if you've been watching, I said that I wanted to build that herb garden build. I wanted to stay within a $200 budget. We did it. We actually stayed a little under $200. I think our total bill was $186, which I'm very, very proud of. Now, that also includes some soil I had to buy to fill some pots in there, but I didn't have to buy any new pots. I used pots that I've already had, that I bought a year ago, and then some at the end of the season last year, and I put them away. So we did manage to stay under 200. So I'm excited to share this with you. So we're gonna head over there.
My wish is that you don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you hit the bell so that you don't miss any new videos. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button.
Here is the delicata squash that we have growing up. I'm hoping it's gonna go right up. And then we have a couple over here. So we have to come out and do some weed whacking, but hopefully in a few weeks we'll start seeing that climb up the awning that we've made. Now over here at the end of the garden build, and oh, they're coming up, yay! I have red velvet sunflowers and something burgundy. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of them. Something burgundy and some weeds. I can see some weeds in there. So we have them popping up. I'm really excited to see them first year. I don't think I'm growing any normal yellow sunflowers this year. And over here is our herb garden build. I can't even remember if I showed you when the door got put on, but it is put on now. We still have to put the handle. We forgot the handle, so we are gonna go in and see what is happening in the herb garden. So when you first walk in, I have calendula that I have grown from seed that is coming up already. So happy to see that. Here is a bunch of oregano. There's some Greek oregano in here, and then just normal oregano, I guess. And some of this is oregano I dug up from my other herb garden to plant over here. And then some is oregano I bought. I just need it to get a little taller, and I will be harvesting some more. I'm gonna grab these weeds while we're here to start dehydrating. Over here we have, yep, more basil. Again, this is sweet basil, and this was cut back already. I have dehydrated some of it just to encourage it to grow. And here, oh my goodness, here is so much chamomile, and I am going to pick some more. I have been harvesting chamomile pretty much daily for the last week. This is a plant I got, 2 plants that I got from Holly, who, a 50-acre homestead, who is also the host of our Women in Homesteading group that I am loving so much. So Holly, there it is. It is doing amazing, and I've already got almost a little bowl full of flowers, and I can see the ones I bought from Richter's Herbs, there's some flowers coming. And here is, honestly, I was going to say here is more calendula. I'm pretty sure I put more calendula here. I don't think I did more chamomile. I'm pretty sure this is calendula, and that's coming up there. And over here all by itself is my apple mint. I have more apple mint I want to dig up from my old herb garden and plant in here, so that's why it's still all by itself. But honestly, I could be harvesting some of this already and growing it. It is doing fabulous. And this, friends, oh, this is, I am so proud of this. This is my strawberry stacker pot, and it is doing amazing. This is the best I've ever done with strawberries. I don't even think I've ever gotten to the point where we had flowers. Obviously, I'm not growing enough to like preserve or you know, to make anything out of and jar it up. But there's enough here for coming out snacking, you know, maybe for breakfast. So I am just checking. Oh, we have a strawberry, but it is not ready. I do need to come out and put some diatomaceous earth on, because we may keep the bunnies and things out of here, but we don't keep the insects, unfortunately. It's covered in strawberry flowers, so I am very happy with that. Here, another stacker pot. So we have some chamomile, some cilantro that's gone to seed on me already. This is garden sage, which could be harvested. What do we have in here? This is sweet pear mint. Again, that could be harvested. We have another mint over there. I'm not sure which one it is. And the candy lime mint is in back. They're all doing great. All the stacker pots are doing amazing. This is more, this is the, I believe it's the purple, yeah, purple sage, which I could be harvesting. We have some soapwort that's growing like crazy. Here we have lemon verbena. Oh my goodness, this lemon verbena smells amazing. It smells so good. We have another mint down here, which is the berries and cream mint. I believe over here is just normal. This is improved spearmint. So I tried to keep the mints as far away from each other as I could so they don't cross-pollinate. And then down here in this lone little pot, again, I need to find it a friend, is the wintergreen that I am growing right here. Over here we have some rosemary, another mint, I think that's the chocolate mint, yep. Oh, did I just lose a chamomile flower? Probably. Down here is orange mint, which is looking amazing. Let's just smell one of them, shall we? Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That smells amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, it smells amazing. And over here, we have some thyme growing, some more thyme growing, probably some more mint, pineapple mint. Well, let's smell one of them, shall we? I don't smell a lot of pineapple with this, just a lot of mint, but it still smells amazing. Everything in the herb garden is doing amazing. I'm really happy with it. And David did hook up our sprinkler, our outdoor water hose and everything to the softener, so there's no more rust coming out anymore, thank goodness, because I really think that's what affected a lot of my garden last year. And he's hooked it up. We have a sprinkler in here, which I can show you. It's on the ground here. Right there. Hopefully it is so sunny out today. I'm not going to complain because it's beautiful, but it sure isn't easy for filming. So right there, and then we have one in the big garden build too that he has hooked up for me. That has made my life much easier because we had tons and tons of rain, and now we're drying up again. typical. Seems to be the norm for this year. And behind me is a bunch of lilies, which if the rabbits stay out of them, I actually might get this year. I've actually already harvested some roses off my rose bushes to start drying them. That's probably the earliest I've ever done it. My elderberries, look at these. They are doing amazing. They are so much taller than they were even a year ago. And that's great because as they get taller, they can help shade from the hottest part of the day a lot of my herbs in here. So that is wonderful, and they are loaded already. I can see so many of the flowers will be coming out soon, and I'm going to, because I have so many berries still saved from last year, I am planning on selling some berries this year, but I'm also going to harvest a lot of the flowers this year for elderberry flower tea because I didn't last year. I think I only saved like one little sprig, so I think I can sacrifice a few of these for the flowers this year. So the last place I want to show you is the old herb garden, which I have decided to keep going with. David helped me dig all the weeds and things, and everything was doing so well in there. We've decided, you know what, we're just going to leave most of everything in there. Like I said, the apple mint, and there's some more chocolate mint and things. As they are growing throughout the year, I will divide them up and bring over here because they, as you know, they spread. And I still have oregano. Well, instead of me talking about it, I'm going to go show you. So we're going to go over to the old garden, herb garden. A little less sunny over here. So this is where I had my herb garden the last few years, actually. And things are growing. I've already harvested quite a bit out of here. So here I have lemon balm, which I've already harvested a lot out of, and it looks like some more can be harvested. We have our sage over there that I've harvested, and more is coming up. Here is chocolate mint, which I just started making some mint extract from that I plan to sell this fall. This is lime balm, which again can be harvested. That is my bee balm over there. Over there is berries and cream mint. Let me see if I can zoom in on it here. Right here, that's berries and cream. A lot of apple mint in here that's kind of taken over. As you can see, I do have one chamomile flower that's kind of bent over there. That came, it's right, let me see, can we get it? It's right here, that reseeded itself last year. And I can't believe this, but I had one so far lavender plant come back. It's looking amazing. It smells amazing. I thought the second one died, but when we were weeding, we noticed it did not die. It was just being strangled with weeds. So we did our best we could. I got to get some David mowed, so I got to get some grass clippings in here to start taking care of these weeds, but I think it's going to come back. Here we have some mint that has just decided to go hog wild here. You know, I thought I dug it all up, but you never get it all. So we have a lot of chives in here, still growing. This is my original oregano here. Let's see if I can get you in there. Right here. We have a lot of oregano, and then I got 2 oregano plants from a lady at the homesteading group. Thank you, Christina, that I planted in there. I think there's more, and there's even more oregano, I believe, next to the chives here. So, yeah, but the weeds are definitely taking over. I need to get my bum in here and throw some of these grass clippings on it. But this just gives you an overview. So, yeah, we've decided to keep it going. Especially if I can keep the weeds under control. I mean, things are growing good here, so why mess with a good thing? I'm going to harvest some of the chamomile that's available on there. I do want to fence it off again. We tore down the old plastic fencing so I could get in there to weed this weekend, but we do need something because the chipmunks love coming in here. I don't know so much if they eat anything, but they definitely bury things in here, and I would just prefer they don't do that. And I do have up here, so up here we have a fuchsia plant. I just picked up a couple of loose plants at Walmart and made my own hanging basket because the hanging baskets were ridiculous. So this is my favorite plant. This was one of the very first hanging plants David ever bought me. We were still teenagers, for goodness sakes, and I love this. I'm hoping to save this one this year and bring it in. I say I'm going to do that every year, and I haven't, but I'm determined to do that this year so I can keep this going because these are expensive. Also over along here, last year we planted lavender in here, and I'll be darned, it's coming back. I wasn't sure it would. I was hoping it would because it wasn't in the ground, but I was a little bit nervous. But actually, that looks like thyme. It smells like thyme. I don't know how thyme got in there because thyme is over here. I have no idea how thyme got into there. That one had rosemary. I should have brought it in at the end of the year because it does not winter well. We're in 5B for anyone that wants to know, and zone 5B. And yeah, we can't keep rosemary in the ground. So I will be bringing my rosemary in also this year. But this is thyme, and it is definitely coming back. I want to know how thyme got into the lavender. Huh. That's not lavender. That's definitely thyme. All right, and that is the garden tour, first one of 2024. It's amazing how fast you guys are crooked. Sorry, we're outside and things are not very level. I'm doing my best here to level you out there. It's amazing how fast things grow. Before we know it, it's going to be July and I'll be harvesting any garlic scapes, and then garlic. Lettuce, I hope. We'll be harvesting some of that soon so we can start having lettuce for lunch, salads especially. And yeah, I'm very tickled pink. I will say, much less stress this year in not growing my own starts, but not so great for the wallet. Starts were very expensive this year at a lot of places. Luckily, I managed to source a lady in our homesteading group was selling a lot of her starts this year at a very reasonable price, so I bought quite a few from her because frankly I'd rather buy from her than some big huge nursery. And some of our local family nurseries that the prices are a little bit better, so that certainly helped. But it's definitely cheaper to do starts, and I've taken the year off from that, but I already know where I'm going to set up all my starts for next year, so I will be doing starts again next year. I'm hoping to take advantage of that garden or garage room that David built, the room that he built in our garage. I'm hoping to take advantage of that. We have it warm in there. I have shelving. I will have to pack away a lot of my yarn for the couple of months I'm growing starts, but that's okay. That's what totes are for. But that's my plan. I will be doing starts next year, but boy, this year was a lot less stress. I say that, but even with the starts I bought, I had to keep bringing them in and out because we dipped really cool for a couple of weeks, and I actually came out and covered my bell peppers and my tomato plants a couple of nights. It's not that we had a frost warning, but it was much cooler than peppers and tomatoes like, and basil. I also covered the basil. And maybe that's what's going on with my bell peppers too. They might have got a little stunted from the cool weather we had, but like I said, they are looking better. So that's it, friends. I hope you make that lemonade recipe, especially if you have an abundance of rhubarb. It is delicious. You can obviously, like I said, add more or less sugar depending on your taste. Just remember that lemon juice and rhubarb are both sour. So as much strawberries as I added, I still believe you need the full cup of sugar in that. And you're going to be dividing it up. It makes a lot, so it's not like you're getting a whole cup of sugar in a glass. So. And before I go, I also want to mention that I am going to begin filming my question and answer video. I put out a community post, must have been about a month ago now, asking any questions you might have for myself and David. David will be joining me in that Q&A. I didn't get a lot of questions. I shouldn't say that. I got quite a few questions, which yay, but I need some more in order to make it, a little bit more involved video, a little bit more substance in the video. So if you have any questions you would like me to answer, we're pretty much an open book. Quite frankly, if there's something we won't answer, we'll just let you know, or we just won't acknowledge it. But for the most part, we will answer quite a few things. We share everything on here for the most part. So please drop them down this comments on this video. I will see them, and I will add them to the questions I already have, and hopefully next week. That video is just trying to sit down with David when he's not busy, when I'm not busy, and filming it, but we're hoping to do that soon. Yeah, go ahead, ask us what you want. We'll love to answer. Until then, take care, God bless, and we'll see you all soon.